Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people think that the primary deliverable of Genivi is the software, and that's certainly a big part of it. But I think that the biggest delivery of Genivi is actually the open community. The representation of a global ecosystem that spans the entire breadth of the automotive industry, from automakers to software suppliers, hardware suppliers like Renesas. That's really, in my opinion, the greatest deliverable of Genivi. Now, as a result of that community, we've been able to create an open system for exchange and collaboration even among competitors. And that's resulted in some great software, some standard interfaces, some forward-looking architecture, and actually some very interesting integrated platforms that can be adopted and used in the industry. Renesas has been a huge part of this community from the very beginning. They've not only contributed software and hardware, but they've also been forward-thinking about how to make the development community really productive, how to equip them with low-cost boards and a licensing model that works for the open source community. So in many ways, Renesas has been a great contributor and leader in the community. We have been pretty religious about staying within our scope, which is IVI and connected vehicle middleware software. We don't go up the stack into the applications and into the HMI space because that's where the OEMs like to differentiate themselves, nor do we go down the stack into the hardware platforms where there's also good competition. Renesas has been particularly helpful in that lower layer of the stack because it has allowed Genivi to provide greater choice to all of our members. We have representatives from Intel and ARM architectures, and Renesas has been a strong partner in the ARM side. And so we've really been grateful for Renesas playing that role in that hardware ecosystem. You're doing an excellent job at equipping the developer community with low-cost boards and professional automotive boards that enables them to produce great software for the car, for the automobile. And as the amount of software continues to grow and grow and grow in the automobile, we need partners that are aware of the open community concept and are equipping those developers to produce that software. So I think Renesas just keep doing more of the same.
I did want to give you a first glimpse at a new board that we have created. This is called our M3H3 Starter Kit. Mm-hmm. And it is a generation forward from the Porter board. Mm-hmm. It has the full automotive interfaces that the Porter board has had before, but it's much more powerful. It's based on our Gen 3 SoC with the embedded memory modules, up to 10 cores of computing. So it's a very capable system, and it's production. It's not a prototype. Okay. So the board is very expandable, but we've packaged it into a smaller form factor. And that could potentially support some of those interesting use cases that you're talking about, the connectivity use cases.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that's brought that size down, or the size reduction has allowed us to do, is lower the cost. So we're offering more functionality in this generation at a lower cost than we've ever been able to before. So we're happy to make that available. The idea is that we want every software developer to have access to the appropriate hardware for them to develop very interesting innovations for automotive.
Well, that's great news. That's great news, and I love the form factor. I love the continued commitment to low cost. I think that the Genivi community will embrace this new this new board, and I look forward to having the Genivi development platform running on it soon.
I think it's already running on it.
Oh, that's even better.